Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Well, that's pretty clear. That's the one that we get. Blessed are those who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. That's hard, right? Nobody wants to get in line for that. But isn't it true that when you take a stand to change the status quo, you attract attention? Isn't it true that when you stand up for what's right, there'll be a large number of people who are standing up for what's convenient, rather keep you quiet? Again, it's a question of the alternative. I believe we were created, as that first letter of John suggests, to love and to be loved. Bless you. And to love and be loved not just in that romantic sense, but in the true fullness of love. That means I care about everybody I encounter, and most especially the ones who are difficult. Because the ones who are difficult tell me the most about myself. The people that are easy to get along with are probably pretty much like me. For you, they're like you. The people that you struggle with are the ones who are different. And if we're known by the fact that we love, and if we're called to respond in love to love we've received, that's going to rock the apple cart. I don't believe that Jesus came to earth, lived his life, died as he did, in some kind of bizarre, sadistic, abusive parent atonement ritual. I believe instead Jesus came to earth and did what he did because he loved completely, with no barrier, with no concern for what would happen to him as a result. If I reach out to this person, will they reject me? That's a natural human instinct. But somehow he overcame that. And in that radical love, in that reaching out to the people who were rejected by his society, he made people mad. And that's the sense of it. He made people so mad that they killed him. And the hope is that that opens our eyes to the reality that there is nothing more important than the person to your left, to your right, in front of you, or behind you, no matter where you are. And what we're called to do is stand with them and stand for them. And if that causes temporal and temporary problems, that's natural. And it isn't fun. And the good news is that if we surround ourselves with loving people, then we won't be alone when that happens. But the point of the whole thing is love. It's not about grabbing somebody, putting him in a headlock, and dragging him to church so you can count yourself as bringing another person to Jesus. It's about meeting them on the street and meeting their need. And in our culture today, that need probably has a lot to do with companionship. Has a lot to do with overcoming isolation. And has a lot to do with a radical acceptance that Jesus so wonderfully demonstrated, lived, and died for. And that is something to be